Greetings, namaste, alafia, assalamu alaikum. What's happening? Happy Indigenous Day, Ashe. Okay, forget about all that Columbus crap. Happy Indigenous Day. It's time for your purple nightcap, and I'm still coming from She Called Me Woman, Nigeria's Queer Women Speak. And I'm still speaking from the second testimonial. Tomorrow we'll talk about the third testimonial for your purple nightcap. And I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope your day has gone well, and I hope your night has continued to go well, and the day is not over with. If you need to shift your energy, if you need to shift your perspective, the way you're thinking, if you need to shift how your body is behaving or acting, you can still do so, because there's time in the day. There's never a time where you cannot shift mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or whatever area you need to shift in. It is always possible. Where there is time, there's always possibility. Okay, so do not think that, oh, the day is over with, let me forget about it. No, where there's time, there's also possibility, and time has been eternal, so possibilities are limitless. Okay, so that was a word. I'm gonna write about that. So today I want to talk about this statement. And the lady, okay, it's a woman. Her name is TQ. She wrote the second testimonial in this book, and she made the following statement. And I quote, "I wouldn't put a word on my identity. It's just something I do." End quote. I wouldn't put a word on my identity. It's just something I do. And I wanted to come tonight and tell you all that your agency, your voice, your authentic self, your awareness about who you are and where you come from needs no description. Your agency needs no description, right? So most people that I have talked to about agency, they clarify agency or define agency as coming into your authentic voice, right? But I define agency as coming into your authenticity, period. Whether it's your self-awareness, whether it's your voice, whether it's your body, whether it's how you wear your hair, whether it's your style of dress, whatever it is, agency is how you come into your own authenticity, right? And I think it takes us time to get there, because we deal with childhood trauma, we deal with social and political oppression, we deal with bad theology. Some of us come out of traditions where, we are to be seen and not heard, right? So there are a lot of things in life that has dismantled our authenticity, or that has suppressed it, right? But when you become, I think I said this last purple nightcap that the last purple nightcap, that it took me a minute to find my voice, because in my household when I was growing up, I was a child, I didn't have an opinion. And I now looking back, I think that's a very bad parenting tool. I'm not a parent, but I'm speaking from like the child position. You should let your children have an opinion, right? That don't mean you have to let them do what they want to do, but like, they should be able to vocalize what it is they are thinking and feeling, right? I think this is one of the reasons why so many people have trouble communicating, because we don't learn how to communicate in regards to what we think and how we feel until like we're older, right? Until we're adults. And I just don't think it's a good thing that we have to wait this long to learn, when we can learn at a younger age, right? And there are other things in childhood that tends to silence us, like trauma, for instance, right? But I came into my authenticity in my adulthood. Like, I'm 30 years old, 31, I'll be 31 this year, and I feel like ever since I started seminary, I was 27, 28. My life has been coming together, but within this last year and a half, I really feel like I am coming into my own, that my agency is galvanizing within me, and I can verbalize, I can think about what it is that I want to think about, how my body feels. Like, I can feel myself shifting, because now I have this awareness about who I am, what I possess, what I do not possess. I'm able to acknowledge the things in my life that have been suppressed, on a communal level, a personal level, and on a global level, right? So once I have all this awareness, I have gathered a greater authenticity about myself. I hope that made sense. When you're more liberated, you can gather your agency, basically, right? You can come into your authentic self, right? But in the context of this testimony, TQ was basically saying that she's not going to call herself queer. The way I interpret it, right? She said, I'm not going to put a word on my identity. It's just something I do. I just took it as, okay, well, she doesn't fit into a label. And she denies being, she resists being in a label by saying, I'm not going to put an identity on who I am. I'm not going to put a word on my identity. And I talked not too long ago about how labels and groupings were insult towards our divinity, right? Because I think labels and groupings illustrate that we are plain Jane individuals, that we have no diversity. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that there's a categorization that exists that can hold my divinity. The fact that I'm fully human and I'm fully divine is enough. I don't need a label. I am someone, I am a being in this world that is fully human and fully divine. Why do I need a label? And don't get me wrong, some people find liberation in labels, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a good thing. But if you do so, you are not limited by that label. That is not the only place where you fit, right? And this is why so many people have issues with women of color, because we intersect in so many areas of life. There's no way, nowhere in the world where black women, women of color, and queer women of color do not intersect in this society, right? I think that's a blessing, but it also comes with a curse. With, you could call it curses or something else, because one of my mentors told me that black women typically don't have a home because we find injustice in ecclesial spaces, we find injustice in our homes, and we find injustice in spaces of sexuality, right? We find injustices in the academia setting. We find injustices everywhere, right? So we find injustices anywhere, everywhere. But I also think it's a brilliant and beautiful thing that we're able to intersect, because the level of resistance we provide, you cannot measure, and nobody can cap, right? So whoever you are becoming, whoever you believe yourself to be, whatever process you are in, know that whatever label you have placed yourself in the past, whatever groupings you have placed yourself in the past, any labels or groupings that somebody else is trying to put you in, you do not fit, because you are divine. You are a portion of God. What label can hold you? What grouping or categorization can hold you? None of them can hold you. So you don't need to put a word on your identity. You're fully human and fully divine. That's it. Period. Right? And let your being just be something that you do. How many of us are truly aligned with ourselves? I'm just now becoming aligned with ourselves. And that's another thing that agency does. It helps you become aligned to yourself, to your authenticity, but it also helps you become aligned to God, the spirit. Somebody called and cut my video and made my video go off. But yeah, so agency, the coming into your authentic voice, your authentic self, or your authenticity, period, which I assume to be all that you are, right? Agency is the process of you coming into your authenticity, right? And through your authenticity, you align with your sincere self, and you also align or realign with the spirit, with the divine, with God, right? And I think it's imperative. So, I think it's imperative that we have agency, because to be free, personally, communally, or globally, you have to have a voice, and you have to know who you are, and you have to know what you offer. You have to know that you're fully human and you are fully divine. You have to know who you are. Okay? Ashe. If you guys have not signed up for my free devotionals, you all can click the link in my bio and hit free devotional, Words from Women of Color. It's a free devotion that you'll get to your email address. And also, I have my first course releasing on October 28th, and the title is Coming Into Your Authentic Self, Galvanizing Your Agency. So basically what I do is I teach you how to come into your authentic self. I give you tools on how to accept your authentic self, how to utilize and galvanize your voice, and how to continue on the process of standing in your agency. Agency is necessary for liberation. Whatever liberation you are seeking, you must start with, in my opinion, you must start with agency. You must start from an authentic place, okay? So click the link in my bio. You guys go ahead and sign up for the course if you are interested, or if you want the free 5-day devotional, the link is in my bio as well. I look forward to seeing you guys. Bye.